morning, good morning. Good morning. Earlier this week, I introduced Private Members Bill 112, which, if passed, would put an end to taxpayer-funded partisan advertising. Bill 112 will be debated tomorrow afternoon. In 2015, the Liberals gutted the rules surrounding government advertising, removing the Auditor General's power to reject ads that promote government policy. The Auditor General is, of course, an independent officer of the Legislative Assembly with decades of experience, and the Wynne Liberals have reduced her to nothing more than a rubber stamp when it comes to the oversight of government advertising. Since 2015, the Auditor General has reported that taxpayers have paid for millions of dollars of, in her words, misleading ads that do little more than sell Liberal policy. I can point you to numerous examples. The government spent $18.1 million promoting the ORPP, including during the federal election campaign. And following the cancellation of the ORPP, the government spent nearly $800,000 on radio ads promoting the federal CPP. Another ad campaign congratulated the government's nearly $160 billion investment in infrastructure, but failed to mention the fact that this spending is spread over the next 12 years, well beyond their mandate. And last year, the Wynne Liberals ran an ad featuring David Suzuki that the Auditor General had reported would never have been approved prior to the 2015 change. The latest campaign is a series of ads promoting their hydro scheme. That's nearly $1 million going towards Premier Wynne's re-election campaign. This is taxpayers' money that should be going to important issues. It could be used to provide desperately needed hydro relief for families, businesses, or hospitals, or help increase awareness of the dangers of fentanyl abuse, or how about an education campaign on recognizing the signs of human trafficking? We know the Liberal vanity ad campaign continues to grow, but having taxpayers foot the bill for self-congratulatory and frankly unnecessary ads is unacceptable. In 2004, Premier Wynne criticized the dissemination of partisan, hollow advertising masquerading as information. In 2004, Deputy Premier Deb Matthews criticized partisan government advertising, saying, "It's just outrageous to me that governments spend on what are, in essence, political pieces." In 2014, Glenn Thibeault criticized government ads for abusing taxpayer money for partisan purposes. I'm asking Premier Wynne to do the right thing. I'm asking them to stop wasting taxpayers' dollars, start prioritizing the interests of Ontario residents over the Ontario Liberal Party, and support Bill 112. Finally, if the Liberals do not support this legislation, a PC government will restore the Auditor General's powers. Thank you. Any questions?
The Liberals made the advertising changes in 2015, a couple of years ago. So why did your party not bring this forward sooner, as opposed to, a year before the next election?
So what we're seeing is an escalation in how much spent in advertising, particularly related to partisan priorities. So we're just trying to stop the loophole.
You have to read the bill itself, but does it have anything in it that addresses the simultaneous running of both government and party ads? That I think this happened last week, where the Liberal Party was handing out flyers for the hydro plan while the Fair Hydro Plan ads were running on the radio. So is there anything there that would ensure that people know which is which, or that one can't run while the other's running?
Yeah, the piggybacking on the two campaigns. I think what you will find is if the Auditor General's powers are returned or restored, then you wouldn't have the government advertising happening. If the Liberal Party wants to spend money promoting their policies, have at it. They can do that, but they shouldn't be using taxpayers' dollars for it.
Talk about, elaborate what specifically about this ad you think makes it partisan, and your thoughts on their argument that, they're just trying to warn people so that they can budget ahead.
So I'll give you an example. When when there's a government ad campaign that promotes be a donor, you proactively have to go to a website, you have to sign up, you have to do something in order to participate in that campaign. This advertising campaign on their hydro scheme is quite the opposite. Regardless of who you are in the province of Ontario, you don't have to do anything to implement the coming changes. And to me, that's the egregious part of how they're promoting what is a policy and not an action that needs to happen on the part of the Ontario resident.
So it's totally different from your flu shot ads, your Zika virus warning ads, those you're good with.
In those cases, you have to do something. You're educating people. You're saying, go to this website, sign up to become a donor, make sure you get your flu shot because these are the following reasons why it will assist you. There is no benefit. There is no action needed on behalf of the listener or the reader when they see those ads. All they're seeing is their money flying out the window, courtesy of the Wynne Liberals.
So you don't buy their argument that they're trying to inform people so they can plan ahead on their budget?
If that truly was a valid argument, then why weren't they promoting the fact that the hydro was going up for the last 5 years? They didn't do that. And there's far more planning that needs to happen when your hydro rates are going up by 30, 40, 50%.
Any more questions? I'm good.
Thank you.